Boosie better pray that the security guard gets the charges dropped and he pay him out, because if not, he's going to jail and then he going to the feds. On May 24th, 2026, I, Officer D. Meacham, was working an approved extra job when we were notified about an incident that occurred at 1720 Main Street, Houston, Harris County, Texas. I then met with the complainant, Mr. Edward Eaglehart, who I find credible and reliable. On Saturday, 5/24/2026, at approximately 0200 hours, the complainant, Mr. Edward Eaglehart, employed as a security guard at the nightclub, stated he was assisting with clearing patrons from the establishment due to closing time. Mr. Eaglehart stated that while escorting patrons out of the nightclub, an unknown female approached him and requested to use the restroom. Mr. Eaglehart advised the female that the restroom facilities were closed because the establishment was no longer open to patrons. According to Mr. Eaglehart, the female became upset and intentionally struck him in the face with her elbow. Mr. Eaglehart then stated he then began escorting the female out of the establishment. While escorting the female toward the exit, the female dropped her cell phone and keys onto the floor. Mr. Eaglehart stated that he bent down to retrieve the female's belongings. He suddenly felt an object strike the top of his head, causing immediate pain and injury. Mr. Eaglehart stated that when he turned around, he observed blood running down his face and observed the defendant holding a broken glass hookah vase in his hand. Mr. Eaglehart believed the defendant struck him with the broken hookah vase, causing the injury to his head. As a result of the assault, Mr. Eaglehart was transported to St. Joseph Hospital for medical treatment, where he received 8 staples to his head. Mr. Eaglehart stated that he was experiencing pain from the injury and wished to pursue criminal charges against the defendant. Mr. Victor Childs, employed as a security guard at the nightclub, stated that he witnessed the incident involving the complainant and the defendant. Mr. Childs stated that he was assisting the complainant with escorting the unknown female out of the establishment. Mr. Childs stated after the female dropped her belongings to the ground and Mr. Eaglehart bent down to retrieve her belongings, he suddenly heard sound of glass shattering. Mr. Childs stated that immediately after hearing the glass break, he observed blood later determined to be the complainant's blood dispersed onto the floor and surrounding area, along with fragments of glass hookah base. Mr. Childs stated that when he turned toward the disturbance, he observed the defendant holding a broken glass hookah vase in his hand while yelling at the complainant. The complainant and witness both identified the defendant by his stage name, Boosie Badazz, and pointing to his picture on the big screen inside the club. Both the complainant and the witness also stated he was a host for the club. Don't worry, this is going to be a little bit of a longer video, so make sure y'all hit that like button if you can. If you can't, then it is what it is. But the second part of this right here, Brett, is a head scratcher, because I'm starting to question all paperwork from now on. What you mean, Nash? Well, check this second part of this goddamn charging document. Roll it. If you ever wish payday came sooner, this might actually help. There's a banking app called Current with a bunch of useful features, and one of the main ones lets you access up to $750 of your paychecks early. If you switch your payroll over with Current, you get a full set of features like paycheck advance, fee-free overdraft, and the build card and more. There's everything in one app. I actually like that myself, which is why I partner with them, and right now they're giving $75 to anyone who signs up using my link or scans the QR code on the screen. If you scan the QR code, it'll take you straight to the sign-up page where you can create your own account. Just go through the normal sign-up steps, enter information, order your card. After you complete those steps, you'll see the option pop up to enter my promo code, which unlocks the $75 bonus when you switch your direct deposit. So make sure you go through the full sign-up process so you don't miss it. If you ever feel like managing money is stressful and tight sometimes, it's definitely worth checking out, because that's literally what it's designed for. Houston PD, y'all need to take your people back to school to learn how to write, because this is written all wrong. The complainant was and is supposed to be a marked security guard wearing a. You cannot put and in a consonant. And goes before a vowel, not a consonant. Morons. Anyways, let me reread this, because this is pretty damn sad. I know I'll be messing up reading and all that, but hey, I graduated from a continuation high school. It is what it is. The complainant was a marked security guard wearing a black collar shirt that reads security, dressed in all black. I observed, golly, A laceration to be located at the top of the complainant's head with blood located on his head. We was later informed by club promote. You mean we were? Bro, what the hell? I'm sorry. By club promoters and club owners that the female involved in the incident in the defendant's. You mean is the defendant's niece? What? I successfully ID'd the defendant by typing his stage name, Boosie Badazz, into Google and was provided an full name and date of birth. I then completed an person check on the defendant and was able to successfully ID the defendant as Torrance Ivy Hatch Jr. Based on my training and experience, I believe that an glass hookah base, in the manner of this use can cause bodily or serious bodily injury or death. ADA B. Duroy accepted charges for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. God, that was hard to read. So Boosie and another person who's going to follow after this video, they do two damn things wrong. They start to talk, and it sounds bad on Boosie's part, but don't believe me, just check it out.
Hey, to all my family and fans, man, I'm okay, bro. I'm all right. It's basically a money grab, man. It's a money grab, but it's what you go through as an entertainer. The facts of the case have come out. I mean, we in court now. But this is a money grab, man. This guy wasn't even supposed to be a security in the first place, man. This nigga done 17, 18 years for aggravated armed robbery with a deadly weapon. He just got caught at the border a couple years back, smuggling women out the country and in the country. He just got off federal paper. So, man, it's shit a money grab, bro. You know, when I first found out about the warrant a couple days ago, I contacted my PO. I let him know what was going on. But to all my fans, all my family, you know, I ain't even tell my family about this. This was going on, you know. I'm all right, though, man. It's just life. Life be lifing, bro. Life be lifing, man. But, you know, God got me, bro. So that's what it is. My next court date at the end of September up for this. So, it is what it is, though. But I'm all right, man. To all my fans, all my family, I'm all right.
Now, Nash, why is that bad? Well, one, you don't have to have a guard card or anything like that when inside the club or anything, as long as he's not carrying a firearm. You trying to disparage the person and say all this shit, meaning what? Bruh, if I looked at Megan's Law and I see somebody who went to prison for touching a child and all this shit and everything, that still doesn't give me the right to walk up to him, sit him on the ground. That's not how that works. You can't say, well, you did, but you probably shouldn't be saying, yo, he did this and all that. You trying to get the freaking people to hate him based off of what you did, based off of your niece being a spoiled ass brat, because that's what you raised. Well, his lawyer makes it 1,000 times worse. You ain't gotta believe me, but I'm telling you right now, this shit is dumb. Your lawyer is worse than you are. I would fire my fucking lawyer.
The probable cause was read by the state. They alleged that Mr. Hatch hit someone in the head with a hookah bottle, a security guard at this club dome.
And what's the charge?
Aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. He's doing good. So we plan to vigorously defend him and investigate the case and see where we are. We believe he was defending another person, and so we want to be able to show the state that and hopefully get this case dismissed. So today the judge set an $85,000 bond and allowed Mr. Hatch to do a walkthrough bond, which allows for him to go with a bail bonding company and make the bond. So the bond conditions are to stay away from the place where this situation occurred, as well as to not have any contact with the complaining witness in the case. And we have a new court date of September 15th. I just would ask everyone to reserve judgment and let this case play out in the courthouse, in the courtroom, and not in the media.
So what did your lawyer just prove? Your lawyer said that you assaulted him. Your lawyer said essentially that you actually are guilty of that, but in a certain way, a self-defense. Okay, Boosie. Okay, lawyer. If he's security, right? He has the permission, whether you want to acknowledge it or not. He's established by the damn club to uphold trespassing laws in violation of code conduct, meaning he can throw her ass out of there. If you disagree with that, you had to call the police, you had to file charges, you had to do certain things, or you could get in the middle of and prevent attacking somebody from behind. That ain't it. In that goddamn paperwork, they say she, bam, hit him with an elbow. Meaning she know how to squabble, so I don't want to run into it because I don't want no problems. She knew, hey, don't punch that big ass dude. Hit him with the elbow. All right, cool. Shout out to her for having the wherewithal. But baby, you got your ass drug up out of there and threw your stuff all on there. And him being nice, he decided to pick her shit up. Me, personally, I've been a bouncer in this situation before. Your ass getting out and then we'll hand you your stuff after you leave the premises. But Boosie's lawyer just confirmed that he actually did do this shit. Boosie, let me give you the best advice anybody is ever gonna give you about this situation. Pay the man. Pay the man and shut up about it. Pay the man and shut up. Because if he decides to take it to trial, you already knew he was wrong when he didn't go civil. He went criminal the night of. Nigga, that don't scream money, paper grab, and all that shit. See, for me, I don't take Boosie at face value anymore. I dig it a little deeper. Because knowing what I know behind the scenes, you put yourself in situations to lose. If you ever talk to your nieces and nephews, and because we have a little bit of an older crowd, your little brothers and little cousins and all that, you know what you always do. You tell them about putting themselves in situations that forces them to make a choice. When we are having these discussions, we always tell our youngins, hey, don't put yourself in that situation so you don't have to do shit. Boosie having an entourage with a niece who seems like she thinks she the damn show and having her uncle stupid ass decide to attack this man was dumb as hell. Boosie, what's the point of your entourage? It would have been better if somebody from your crew would have did it and then you would have got sued and it would have been basically guilty by association civilly. But no, you gotta be badass, aka dumbass, and you get what you get. Bruh got probation until January 2029. And he only signed his shit off in January. To me, it looked like your ass ain't gonna make it. You full of bad decisions, bad choices, which leads to mistakes that are going to take away your freedom. Boosie needs to pay that man, or his ass is going to jail. Then go transfer to prison. Then violated his goddamn probation. Yeah, all that shit, bro, he did that shit, flat out. And you know he did that shit based off of what his lawyer said. The man doing his job, escorting your ratchet ass niece out the building, ain't in the wrong. I don't give a damn what he did before. It doesn't matter. You didn't know none of that shit beforehand. So what the hell are you talking about? Because if you did, you would have told him, the promoter, hey, we don't want him in here. He done traffic people. He done did this. He done did that and all that shit. And he ain't even supposed to be here. But you didn't. You found that out later. I don't want to hear that bullshit. But y'all, let me know your thoughts on this one. I know about 23 of y'all probably gonna say, oh no, Ceddy ass, Boosie, he wrong. He can't do no wrong. All right, if that's the case, then why the hell did his lawyer say what he said? Gonna tell us don't judge the case, but you just try to put judgment about the case out while your goddamn client did the same thing. The victim ain't spoke. Y'all two did. But we can't judge. Got it. Whew. Anyways, click right here to see how the best damn decoding video is out on the Jay-Z lyrics. Click right here to see all the hoopla right there. Click right here for the playlist, and I'll catch you on the next one. 12K away from these two things giveaway. My bad. Comment on every video, like every video, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.